you are spirit too. We are floating in a spirit wind, never knowing where we'll fall, carried far from where we began, and that's the beauty of it all. Spirit flow over me, clear my eyes that I might see. Spirit flow over you, and know that you are spirit too. We alone determine where we stand, back to back or face to face. Everyone will surely take up arms, some to fight, some to embrace. Spirit flow over me, clear my eyes that I might see. Spirit flow over you, and know that you are spirit too. Spirit flow over me, clear my eyes that I might see. Spirit flow over you, and know that you are spirit too. And know that you are spirit too. And know that you are spirit too.
What's most important to remember is that we're all united, we're all one. We can sit nice and quiet, get to the center What's most important to remember is that we're all united, we're all one. Coming from the same place, from the infinite love. It's one, it's the same, we're all connected.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, coming to you from the Inspiration Cafe in Paoli, Pennsylvania. And we are meeting in person. And those of you who have joined us online, thank you. You are very welcome. This is the last time that we're going to be meeting in person here at the Inspiration Cafe, because starting on Thursday, September 12th, in the evening, we are going to be moving this operation to the United Church of Christ Valley Forge in Wayne, Pennsylvania, where we will be having our celebrations on Thursday nights that will then be streamed to you at the regular time on Sunday morning for those who are not in the area. So welcome. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to be together in this place that has nurtured us and supported and loved us. And it all has to do with Miss Linda O'Neill, whose place this is, and it is inspirational. Yay! Woohoo! So we do welcome you, those who are not with us in person. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be in the world. And, of course, wherever you happen to be on your spiritual evolutionary journey, because we honor and we support all faith traditions. You are welcome here. This is a welcoming congregation of conscious, caring, compassionate, creative people. There, did I use enough C's? And courageous, too. There's another one. And so thank you for being with us. This is an opportunity to expand our family beyond the bounds of Pennsylvania. And we love that you've come to join us from everywhere. And thank you. We love you dearly. Just for being with us. Just for being. That's why we love you already. Just for being. Now, the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living is one of many, many, many centers all over the world. And we are a part of the Centers for Spiritual Living, which is our global group. And we're so grateful that over the years, this group, the Centers for Spiritual Living, has developed purpose statements, vision and mission statements, and we do our best to live them and to live them out loud. And the purpose, if you'll say it with me, is awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Can you think of a better purpose than that? To help people remember who they are. To move through the I'm only human kind of erroneous thinking, that's just a little hint about what we're going to be talking about today, to move through the false beliefs into the awareness that we're human, and that's fun and wonderful, I like that, but we're so much more than that. And so we want to awaken ourselves to the awareness that we're all created from the one life, from God's life, and then very naturally and very easily, very appropriately, to extend that invitation to others to help them remember who and whose they are as well. And then CSL has this vision, and we are in the process of co-creating it. And will you say it with me? I may change it a little bit, but say it with me anyway. It is a world that works for all. Right, more than just everyone, but everything. The planet itself, a world that works for all. And that's a possibility. It's only a possibility when you and I set that creative dynamic intention that it become a reality. Then it actually, we can see it unfolding as a workable world that's just and loving, and people have what they need. They're fed, they're clothed, they're loved, they feel a sense of belonging. Do you know that's the basic idea, the basic desire within all of our hearts? Is this sense of belonging. I choose to live in a world where people feel they belong. Don't you? Good. Then the mission, and it's a wonderful mission, is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. And we have those tools. We're not the only community that has these tools. We're not the only philosophy that has them. But I love that these are universal principles that our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, taught us to use lovingly and creatively. so that we are increasing the good in this world for ourselves, for our neighbors, for our communities, for the world itself. And here, in our beloved community, the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, we have also a purpose statement, and I invite you to share it with me if you choose to. Living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. And it does. Now, almost 100 years ago, Ernest Holmes was asked, what do you people believe? What is religious science all about? And so he wrote something he called What We Believe. And we have, we changed that now to the Declaration of Principles. Doesn't that sound important? Well, it is. And we like to choose one each Sunday to share and to speak about a little bit. Reverend Mike, would you like to come up and help with this?
I'd be delighted.
This is Declaration number 14.
We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. Well, basically, God is good. Have you heard that before? God is good all the time. And God continues to give to us and give to us and give to us. And our job is to learn to accept.
That's probably one of the best learnings that we can do right now, isn't it? To learn to open our hearts and receive the divine bounty. And so as we're approaching this idea of unlearning, we want to unlearn the false belief that people used to believe a long time ago, that God's up there in the sky somewhere and we're down here. Because you see, the most important thing that we need to heal in this life experience is the false belief that we're separate from our source. So that's a very good one for today, don't you think?
Absolutely.
So now we're going to have an opening song, and it's by Daniel Nahmod, called Everything New.
Bring it on. Everything new. Everything different. Everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying. I'm through waiting. I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. Think I finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving. I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. And I've survived many times before. Broken hearts and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will, once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different,
know it's gonna be everything new.
Well, good morning, kids. We have one beautiful teenager here with us today. And those of you who are out there in radio TV land, welcome. I'm so glad to have a few minutes to chat with you. Did you ever think when you were much younger that things were a certain way, and then maybe you found out later that that wasn't so, they were different than that? Well, I'll give you an example of when I was a kid. I mean, a very young kid, really. I used to believe that all cats were female and all dogs were male. Now, I was so glad to find out eventually that that was not true. And it would be a very lonely world if that were true, because we just wouldn't have any pets at all, would we? So the things that we come up with in our minds as little tiny kids are not always correct. And it's a joy to finally realize that there's something that is different than that. So can you remember things when you were little that you used to believe were a certain way, and then you found out later that they were a different way? Well, we're always, kids and adults, we're always learning and unlearning, and we're finding out the things we really believed weren't necessarily so. Just like the song says, it ain't necessarily so. And so I love learning and discovering things about myself and things about other people that I might have believed or judged in some way. And then it feels wonderful to learn that something is more true. Okay, I used to be, some of you know this, I'm not sure you all believe it, but I used to be a very, very shy child. What's all that murmuring going on out there? And I hardly spoke to adults. It was very hard for me to look them in the eye and answer a question. And I can remember the very first time that I had decided ahead of time I was going to respond the next time I had the opportunity. I think that might have helped because I was going to Unity Sunday School at the time, and I was learning that God was right within me and could speak through me if I would only open my heart and my mouth and let that happen. And I responded, and I was brave from that day forward. And see, things have changed. I don't have trouble speaking to people anymore. And I'm very glad. You know, one of the things that people need to unlearn is the false belief that God is far away from them. You know, kids, once we unlearn that, our lives become so much sweeter, and we become so much more peaceful and powerful. And we experience more freedom in knowing that God is right here where we are. You learned when you were coming to Fun Day School, there's not a spot where God is not. Yeah, Mila remembers that. She's never forgotten it. God's right here where you are, where I am, where we all are. As we read in the Bible, nearer than hands and feet, closer than breathing. Once we understand this, we can let all of those funny, phony, false ideas just disappear. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we look forward to seeing you not too long from now at the UCCVF in Wayne, Pennsylvania. Have a great day. Scamper away. Love you lots. Bye.
I think I have this one. Oh, we each have one. Okay. Hello. Welcome. I'm Suzanne Smithers, and I'm happy to be the secretary of your board of trustees. And this is
Mila.
and this is Mila. She has come to help me today, and I'm so excited about that. Oh, and I have more to do. Sorry. Okay, well, I'd love to welcome you here today in person with us and anywhere you are in the world. We're so excited to have you here. And now, here's Mila.
Our exciting news is that we will be holding all future in-person celebration weekly at the United Church of Christ at Valley Forge, 45 Walker Road in Wayne, Pennsylvania, on Thursday evening, beginning Thursday, September 12th. We will hold our meditation session at 6:30 p.m. and the celebration will begin at 7 p.m. For those who watch us virtually, we'll continue to stream our celebrations on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Volunteers.
Yay. All right. And I have a little note about volunteers. And it's coming up somewhere. Here we go. So sorry. All right. Here we are. Well, we are thrilled to announce that we will soon be gathering at our brand new space, as Marla just said. Woohoo! As we prepare for this exciting new chapter, we need your help to make our Thursday evening celebrations truly special. We are calling on all of you to volunteer in the following areas. Greeting, be the first to welcome our community with open arms and a warm smile. Food and hospitality, help bring and set up treats, ensuring everyone feels nourished and cared for. Set up and clean up, assist in transforming our new space for celebration and ensure that it's left spotless afterwards. And childcare, fun day, school leader, teen program, prosperity team, and bookstore support. This is a wonderful opportunity to come together as a community, to forge new connections, and to contribute to the joy and spiritual growth of our gatherings. Whether you can lend a hand or a Thursday, whether you can lend a hand for a Thursday or many, your support will make meaningful differences. Let's make these Thursday evenings unforgettable celebrations of connection and joy. To get involved, please sign up by clicking the link on our September 12th on the pop-up page or go to our events calendar for that date. So September 12th is our first one. So come and join us with heartfelt gratitude and excitement. Me.
And once a month, we will hold special events I can't even talk now. United Church of Christ at Valley Forge in their fellowship hall on the third Sunday of each month. So we invite you to attend our annual community business meetings on Sunday, September 12th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be holding in their fellow room. If you can't join us in person, we will be holding it on Zoom. You would want to go to our pop-up screen and register to go to the Zoom link. We also encourage you to read a very special message for our board president, Edie Janik. Just click on the link on our home pop-up screen or go to the blog page on our website.
It looks so easy, but it's so much harder to do, right? We continue to welcome you to join the CSL 100-day mindful practice to raise the vibration for the 2024 U.S. presidential election. To participate, simply text the word JOIN to 470-784-0250. You'll receive a short daily voice message each day through November 4th. There is more information on this on our website. Click on the calendar of events or our pop-up screen. Dr. Maxine is offering 2 September Zoom classes. The first is a 2-session discovery class on consecutive Sundays, September 22nd and 29th from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. So, if you love gathering with conscious, caring people in our center for discussions about our teaching, if you enjoy reviewing the history and basics of the science of mind philosophy and discovering greater insights, if you are interested in becoming a member of the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, or would like to support those who have already joined, or if you would like to get to know some very special people on a deeper level and discover what you have in common, we invite you to join this 2-session Zoom class. More information and registration is on the website on the calendar of events pop-up screen. The second September class is Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. This is a 6-week accredited course with the Centers for Spiritual Living. It begins on Tuesday on Zoom from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on September 24th through October 29th. This class is perfect for the beginning study of the science of mind principles, as well as for long-term students ready for a deep review. It is considered a foundational course, meeting one of the requirements for those who are drawn to proceed to advanced classes. The 4 major areas of our human experience are dealt with in depth as we learn more about the use of the creative process. There will be a good deal of healthy interaction and practice in class, as well as interesting and growth-producing assignments during the week. Discovering and transforming limited subconscious patterns of belief free us to enjoy healthy relationships, flowing prosperity, radiant health, and increased creative expansion. What are you ready to experience by changing your thinking? If you'd like to enjoy this journey together, just go to our pop-up screen or the events calendar for more information to register.
Our next Nibbles and New Thought discussion group will be held Monday, September 9th at 6:15 to 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time at TJ's Restaurant in Paoli. And our next full moon ceremony will be held Tuesday, September 17th to 7 to 8 p.m. at the Smithers home in Collegeville, PA.
Well, that's it for today's announcements from me and Mila. We hope that you have a
Fantastic week!
woo-hoo!
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, I surrender to my greatest, highest good. I release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am kinder every moment, every day. I'm more loving every moment, every day. I surrender every moment, every day.
What a sweet way to go into our morning meditation. Let's take a deep, holy breath of spirit and allow that beautiful life force to circulate through our bodies, our emotions, our thoughts, and everywhere that chi, that prana, that holy breath travels within our consciousness, there is relaxation, renewal, inspiration, and a beautiful sense of calm. For this life force is peace and power. How beautiful it is to experience the radiant presence moving through our consciousness, through our bodies, thoughts, and feelings. And now let this holy breath become a pathway to our hearts, and entering into the heart of our hearts. Feel that divine embrace, that beautiful welcoming spirit as we come home, home to the authentic self, home to the presence within us upon which we can completely rely, for it is eternally present, constantly loving, inspiring, and guiding. And now think about all the circumstances in your life and all the events in the world. And now remember that there is one divine substance out of which everything is formed and externalized. Whatever those circumstances may be of which you are now aware, begin to feel confident in how they may be transformed. In fact, as you look over the world, imagine that all of the conditions are dissolving back into that one creative substance from which everything flows. And it leads only to that precious material, the substance of the divine itself, that is ready to bring new forms into the world. And now let's feel the freedom, the great freedom of the release of all erroneous thoughts and feelings and ideas. As you watch them slip away, we can ask gently within the heart of our hearts, what is now before me but infinite potentiality? And what am I ready to plant as a divine, beautiful, powerful seed into this divine substance? But right now, just feel the infinite potentiality. Anything is possible. Let's just relish it. Delight in it, knowing that it has the intelligence, the wisdom, the power to bring about amazing things that we are now planting into the divine soil. We're using the creative intelligence of the universe, having cleared the path by releasing what was never so and opening our hearts and minds to to what is eternally possible. Savor the sweetness. Give thanks for the possibilities. And know that all is well. All is well truly. Truly. All is well.
I am a child of the living God, made in the image of perfect love. All that I am, all I've been given to you, my God, I surrender. I surrender. I am a child of the living God, made in the image of perfect love. All that I am, all I've been given to you, my God, I surrender. I surrender. All that I am, all I've been given to you, my God, I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender.
That was so beautiful. Now I have the pleasure of introducing to you one of our practitioners who does not live in Pennsylvania, but in Florida, Tallahassee, exactly. And so please welcome for our opening spiritual mind treatment affirmative prayer, Bo Smith.
Good morning. My name is Bo Smith, and I am a practitioner with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. It is my honor to provide this morning's treatment, so please join me in consciousness by closing your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, and taking in a deep breath, allowing yourself to center yourself inside. And as I state this treatment in the first person, I invite you to join me in it if you'd like. I know in this moment that the truth of this life that I live is the life of spirit. It is spirit flowing freely through me, as me in this moment. This life, this light, this wisdom is the wisdom that flows through each and every of my sisters and brothers. This wisdom reveals itself to me every time I open myself to it, and in this moment, I do open myself to that inner wisdom. That inner wisdom speaks to me through images and sounds, and those images and sounds prompt me to take actions in the outer world that demonstrate a clear consciousness of deep gratitude, of deep love, of deep connection to every sentient soul. As I open myself up to that inner wisdom within, I also open up to the wisdom without, in the outer world, coming to me. In this moment, I open to the wisdom in the message from today's service, and I open to that wisdom that approaches me from all sides, knowing that only good is coming to me now, and only good can come from me now. There is not a spot where this spirit is not in this world, and everything I think, say, and do, and encounter is God expressing. In deep gratitude for that truth that I know is the core of my being, I release my word into law, knowing that it knows what to do and how to do it, and does so effortlessly, through and as me now. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, dear Bo. Now, if you would care to join me in speaking the affirmation, there it is. As I focus my clear intention on what is true and real, false notions slip away easily and completely.
Free, 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 free to let it be. I open up my heart and let the music carry me. Free, 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 let love have its way with me. I open up my heart and let the spirit carry me. Free, 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 free to let it be. I open up my heart and let the music carry me. Free, 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 let love have its way with me. I open up my heart and let the spirit carry me. Free, 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 free to let it be. I open up my heart and let the music carry me. Free, 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 let love have its way with me. I open up my heart and let the spirit carry me. Free from pain and suffering, mistakes of the past. Free from rage and anger, from resentment, free from unforgiveness, control and judgment. Free from things that no longer serve me. Free, 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 free to let it be. I open up my heart and let the music carry me. Free, 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 let love have its way with me. I open up my heart and let the spirit carry me. Free, 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 free to let it be. I open up my heart and let the music carry me. Free, 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 let love have its way with me. I open up my heart and let the spirit carry me. La 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 Free, 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 free to let it be. I open up my heart and let the music carry me. Free, 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 let love have its way with me. I open up my heart and let the spirit carry me.
Thank you, Eddie. Wow. If we weren't awake before, we certainly are now. I love that song. I love that man. Well, here we are, the very first Sunday in the new month of September. So we still have the same wonderful theme for the year, which is a whole new world. And we're starting a brand new theme for September, which is learn, teach, transform. Rinse, repeat. I just added that. Okay, so today We are talking about the art of unlearning, because I have found that my greater education, my higher education, which has to do with aligning my mind and my heart, my thoughts and my feelings with the infinite mind and heart of God, must be preceded by a letting go of things that never were true, that somehow I received and kept and forgot to release. So today is the day we're going to start releasing all of that nincompoopery. Yes? Okay, good. So, Wolf Rando? No, I think it's Ralph Waldo Emerson. See, I just needed to unlearn the false pronunciation of his name. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Let us unlearn the wisdom of the world. Let us lie low in the Lord's power and learn that truth alone makes rich and great." Unlearn the wisdom of the world, because really it wasn't wisdom, was it? But it was believed to be. We had a lot of false ideas about things that we believed were so, and thank God we finally awakened, usually with some help of one another. We awakened to a greater truth. So as we discover and as we release these erroneous human beliefs and limitation, we open up to a divine power and potential. Isn't that the most beautiful way to live? Of course it is. So yes, we know about the flat earthers. We know about the beliefs that people had that they were going to fall off the edge of the world and there'd be monsters, right? Well, I discovered just recently some brand new information. Did you know that in the Middle Ages, forks were considered to be a sinful affront to God? You didn't know that either, huh? Okay. You see, they decided God had already given us 10 natural forks in our fingers. People ate with their fingers. It was a sin to use a fork. I don't know about chopsticks. But using an artificial utensil was an offense to God and his gifts, was the belief at the time. It also insulted the food that God had provided, as using a fork indicated that you thought the Lord's bounty was unworthy of being touched with your hands. Can you even wrap your mind around this? It's unbelievable. And it was not until the 17th century that using forks actually universally in the European area became acceptable. All right, so the next time that your kids are eating with their fingers, they're just being close to God, right? Okay, what we were once taught is not necessarily correct. Here's some things that we used to be taught. Children should be seen and not heard. A woman's place is in the home. God lives up in the sky, judging and sometimes intervening. And you're never good enough. Well, it's from listening to Spirit, that Spirit within, that we're directed to greater truths. For instance, children need love and guidance and to be honored in their wisdom. Listen to the wisdom in your kids sometime. They have much to teach us. A woman's place is in the House and the Senate and fill in the blanks. God is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, and you and I are individualizations of that one. Oh, the things we used to believe. Many years ago, in my very first church in Alamo, California, there was a lovely family. The mother was taking classes with me. The daughter, who was 10 at the time, her name was Courtney, was a beloved part of our fun day school. Well, her mother came to class one night, and she shared with the group that her daughter, Courtney, had been watching a movie on TV while her mother was in the other room. And Courtney called to her mother. What she was watching was The African Queen, Humphrey Bogart, Katharine Hepburn. She called her mother and said, "Mother, what is she talking about?" "What do you mean?" "Well, she was talking about her brother, the Reverend." She said, "Well, simply that her brother was a minister." And Courtney's eyes got huge. And she said, "Men can be ministers too?" I was the only minister she'd ever known. There used to be a belief that women were not allowed in the pulpit. Well, let me tell you. Oh, my goodness. What are you ready to unlearn? I'm always ready to unlearn things that are not serving me. That's the test of whether or not we want to keep that belief or not. Is it serving me? Is it making me happier? Is it making me more loving? Is it helping me with my relationships? Is it allowing me to pursue my dreams and those heart's desires that are always asking me, please, 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 can we do this? The answer is yes, because we are good enough, and then some. Do you have a belief that you're too much of this or too little of that? Well, let's get over that one. Or that you're not enough. Our beloved Dr. David Walker, one time at a Silmar, he was speaking in Merrill Hall, and he gave the most wonderful talk called "You Are Enough." And shortly after that, his book came out called, guess what? You Are Enough, right? And it was a life-changing experience for a lot of people who hadn't been brought up believing that, because that's a universal erroneous belief that we are not enough. We want to look at who we truly are, the authentic self. That's ample. It's more than enough, because we are God-centered, because within us is the peace and the power and the possibility of the divine. So we're more than enough. Look to see who you are. Look to see who you belong to. You came out of this one divine life. And the qualities of the divine are within all of us as well. If you cut something from one cloth and you make a dress or a pair of pants or something out of it, it's going to still be that same cloth. And so we have the same qualities: the life, the light, the love, the peace, the power, the beauty, and the joy of God. It expresses individually through each of us, and that gives God a lot of joy, because it was necessary. Can't you just imagine this beautiful divine being with nothing yet created, no worlds, no universes, no animals, no boys or girls, animals, no plants, no earth, longing not only to express itself, but also to have some mutual recognition. I am that I am. For this divine source to have the delight of feeling its individualized emanations, acknowledging that same source. It's a reciprocal activity, and it's essential. And it can happen only in the most beautiful ways when we recognize that those thoughts and beliefs we had are the middle wall, that partition between our beliefs and our reality. The middle partition, that was a phrase of Paul. Something that gets in the way between how we are experiencing our lives and how we were intended to live our beautiful life expressions. So let's celebrate our divinity. Let's celebrate how beautifully it expresses in, through, and as our humanity. We don't have to separate out the two. Well, here I'm human and here I'm divine. You and I are divine expressions of the living God. And we have the pleasure and the delight and the joy of expressing it through our human experience. And isn't that fun? It is. Let's let go of all of those false beliefs that never served us, and they certainly are not serving us well. Let's step into that joyous freedom of knowing the divine potential is expressing itself magnificently by means of each and every one of us as we set our intention to experience the art of unlearning and open our hearts and minds to greater possibilities than we have ever known. We're about to move into a new facility to share it with a beloved congregation of people who are so open and welcoming. We've learned a lot about each other already, and we expect our partnership to be something that helps us all thrive in so many beautiful ways. We had to let go of the idea that we didn't have another place to meet. We had to let that idea go, didn't we? Well, what idea are you ready to let go of? Just think about that today, if you would, and join with us at every single opportunity, because we're here to love you, to support you, to walk through all the changes with you, and to walk through them with grace and ease as we let go of that which never was true and open ourselves to that which is eternally true. Will you say with me, I willingly release all erroneous beliefs. I fully embrace the grace of God. I am ready for a new chapter. I am enough. And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Why, thank you, beloveds. It's so nice to see all your beautiful faces, and I'm looking forward to seeing them just down the road on Thursday, the 12th of September. Now it's time for our offertory. I love this time of our morning celebration. Gives me an opportunity to celebrate prosperity. Gives us all an opportunity to celebrate it. And so, however you choose to give and whatever you choose to share with our beloved community, we thank you. And there's so many ways. Oh, look, right up there on your screen. Many ways to give. Now, I'm an old-fashioned girl. I like to take my check and just put it right to my heart, reminding myself that every wonderful gift that is given so freely by God is ready to be circulated and shared. And it's my great joy to do that. This beloved community is the closest source of my spiritual food. If you feel the same way, then share whatever you're comfortable giving, and we thank you for that. Let's read the prosperity affirmation together now, shall we? I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
Singing a song that she wrote called Love Swirls Around.
Just before I start, I want to let everybody know that when I was 8 years old, I stood in this hall all the way in the back, and I looked at all the musicians on stage and I said, I'm going to be up there. And I didn't know when, and I had no idea how, but here I am 12 years later singing a song that I wrote. The title of the song, like Lisa said, is called Love Swirls Around, and I wrote it with one of my best friends back home, so I hope you enjoy it. Things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. Try to live in the moment.
I never tire of looking at that beautiful video. Our own beloved Emily singing at the Asilomar conference with all of those musicians. It was fabulous. Now we get to celebrate everybody who was born in September. If you are a September baby, will you kindly stand up wherever you are? And we're going to sing to you now. Ready? Hit it, maestro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's it? Okay. Come on up, everybody. Oh, I want everybody who is here with us this morning to quietly or loudly come up, whatever is your preference. These are the folks who were here with us at our very own, not our very own, Linda's very own. We just acted like it was our very own Inspiration Cafe. Now, come on up. We can't see you from there. Come on up. Good. Well, we've got almost everybody. We even have our producer, and we've got, we don't have Monet or Payson. Are you able to join us? We have Monet. I couldn't see her. Now let's have Payson. Hi, there's Payson. Thank you. That was well done. This is the last time before we move on to our Thursday nights on September 12th. To our beautiful friends' sanctuary, our beautiful friends' beautiful sanctuary in Wayne at the United Church of Christ. They are so open-hearted and so welcoming, and it's just a fit. You know, we signed the lease last week, and didn't it just feel good? It was a fit. It's just like we belong together as partners right now, and it feels wonderful. So these are the folks who were here with us today. I want many times this being with us on Thursdays starting on September 12th. So as we go forward, let's know that there was one life, one mind, one heart. It's God. It is expressing in, through, and as each one of us. And as we go about our beautiful day, we let go of anything that no longer serves us. It never was true. And now we deepen our awareness of the truth that not only sets us free, but keeps us free. And so it is.
And so it is.
Yay!
The sun will come up with a wave of your hand. You're smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. Believe it, you will see it. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Sun will come up with a wave of your hand. You're smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. Believe it, you will see it. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing.